The royal family has just announced a shocking update that has captured global attention with a completely unexpected twist. They have revealed surprising news about Camilla, and it's not what people had anticipated. Join us as we explore this significant development and what it could mean for the future of the monarchy. Do you have any friends who are interested in the royal family? If so, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. At Kensington Palace, the royal scene under the gentle summer breeze seemed like just another routine charity event. Journalists and attendees were prepared for the usual moments. Princess Charlotte's radiant smile, Prince George's graceful wave, and the stunning photos were sure to flood the headlines the following day. But what unfolded before the cameras was anything but ordinary. Prince William, tall, calm, and determined, stepped forward not with a usual speech, but with a purposeful fire in his eyes. Beside him, Princess Catherine stood quietly and gracefully, her hand gently resting on Charlotte's back, offering subtle support. Prince George held his ground, his gaze carrying a maturity far beyond his years. Then, in a moment that stunned both the nation and the world, Prince William made a declaration that would redefine the future of the royal family. We are stepping into a new chapter, one that honors the past but builds the future with purpose and confidence. Prince William declared, speaking of Queen Elizabeth II, her vision, her legacy, and her hopes for the monarchy. Emotions ran high, and the tears in his eyes told their own story. But it was what he said next that truly took the audience by surprise. My family will take on a larger role in shaping the future just as the Queen wished. My daughter, Princess Charlotte, will begin her official duties as a representative of the Crown. A gasp rippled through the crowd as reporters scrambled to raise their phones, and even palace officials seemed caught off guard. This wasn't just an announcement, it was a defining moment in royal history. Though too young to be called Queen, Princess Charlotte stepped forward with a quiet confidence that awed many. Behind her stood the unwavering presence of her parents, not just as current leaders, but as a family clearly ready to pass the torch when the time came. There was no statement from King Charles III, no appearance from Queen Camilla, just silence. And that silence resonated more powerfully than any speech. That moment, everything became clear to the world. A shift had occurred in the royal family's power dynamics. Behind closed doors, whispers of the older generation gradually losing their grip on power had been quietly circulating for months, perhaps even years. Subtle changes in royal protocol and a shift in public appearances began to paint a clearer picture. The monarchy was no longer defined solely by reverence for the eternal and mysterious grace of Queen Elizabeth II, but by the emergence of new voices shaping its future. Although King Charles had only recently ascended the throne, the air around him seemed heavy with age the moment the crown was placed on his head. In contrast, William and Catherine were rising powerfully, garnering support not just through their grace, but also through undeniable public backing. Opinion polls consistently ranked them among the most trusted and admired royals. Every public appearance not only drew enthusiastic crowds, but also captured global attention. With each appearance, William and Catherine didn't just persuade the public, they showed they were ready to lead. They brought a fresh energy to the monarchy. While deeply committed to their royal duties, they began to step away from old traditions. However, behind the palace walls, something was quietly brewing. Whispers from royal advisors started to surface, vague enough to be denied, but detailed enough to spark curiosity. Reports indicated that William had been quietly engaging in secret negotiations with high-ranking Commonwealth officials. Unconfirmed sources suggested that Catherine had taken on unofficial advisory roles positions typically held by more senior royals. There were even rumors that Princess Charlotte, at an astonishingly young age, had participated in media preparedness meetings even before Prince George reached the same stage. While some dismissed these claims, palace officials were watching closely, especially Camilla, who remained steadfast in protecting her standing within the royal family. There were also rumors about the final letters Queen Elizabeth II wrote before her death. Apparently, she wrote private letters to King Charles, Prince William, and even Catherine. While the contents remain a secret, one thing is undeniable. After her passing, William and Catherine acted with far greater decisiveness, confidence, and strategy than Charles and Camilla. On one notable occasion, William faced criticism for skipping an important meeting hosted by King Charles. Instead, he visited a children's cancer treatment unit in Manchester. Remarkably, William's visit garnered more media attention than the King's event in London that day. This was widely seen as a silent yet defiant act. While not an open rebellion, it added to the tension surrounding the line of succession. Although Prince George still topped the succession list, after William, Princess Charlotte's growing influence was subtly changing the royal landscape. Princess Charlotte's increasing presence at public events received widespread praise for her leadership qualities, much like her aunt Princess Diana. Some even speculated about a potential shift in the line of succession, possibly granting Charlotte more influence than initially expected. However, these speculations remained mere rumors and media conjecture without any official confirmation from the royal family. With a series of bold moves, a significant announcement from William, rather than King Charles, sent a clear message to the public. The future of the monarchy had arrived. Though the king was still the official head of state, he was gradually receding into the background. As William and Catherine stepped forward with confidence and purpose, the king's absence from a key event raised concerns about his health and ability to perform his duties. In the weeks leading up to this historic moment, palace insiders revealed that King Charles had become increasingly withdrawn, canceling public engagements reportedly due to exhaustion. Behind closed doors, a silent crisis was unfolding within the royal family as plans and strategies were being quietly but decisively altered. King Charles, known for his meticulous nature and strict adherence to his schedule, began showing signs of instability as his official duties dwindled. Initially, royal advisors dismissed these concerns, with one high-ranking official suggesting the king simply needed rest after a demanding first year. Anywhere William and Catherine appeared, they were met with enthusiastic applause and admiration, a stark contrast to Charles, who often seemed distant and reserved, especially when accompanied by Camilla, who remained a controversial figure within the palace. These tensions escalated as the king clashed with senior advisors over how to manage William's growing public prominence. Rumors circulated that Charles had attempted to reassert his authority through a major tour of the Commonwealth or by attending a high-profile international conference, but all these plans ultimately fell through. Political and practical challenges stood in the way. Then whispers from within the palace emerged, suggesting that Charles was considering abdication, not an immediate resignation, but a gradual transfer of responsibilities to William as part of a monarchy restructuring. According to some sources, this transition process began in the final months of Queen Elizabeth's life, when she encouraged Charles to prepare for a smooth handover of power to William in the coming years. However, Camilla strongly opposed any shift in power that didn't revolve around her and Charles. Both had endured countless scandals and challenges before ascending the throne, and Camilla had waited her entire life to become queen. She wasn't ready to relinquish influence to William and Catherine. Their public assent seemed a direct challenge to the established royal order, and it was a front she couldn't concede. Yet, despite her resistance, the changes underway were unstoppable. Charles appeared powerless against the wave of change sweeping through the monarchy. Gradually retreating from the public eye, he left a vacuum that William quickly filled with confidence and decisive leadership. A royal family once known for its unity now revealed undeniable divisions. Prominent events, such as the Queen's concert where William, Catherine, and their children commanded the stage, made it clear that the shift in power had decisively occurred. In a historic moment under the soft afternoon light in the Kensington Palace gardens, the crowd anticipated a routine speech from Prince William, accompanied by the graceful presence of Catherine and their children. But what unfolded next was unforgettable. With calm assurance, William stepped onto the podium, delivering no platitudes or rehearsed gestures. Instead, he began by honoring his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, emphasizing her enduring legacy, dedication to duty, and dignified silence. It was a powerful message, signaling a clear shift in power within the royal family. Wow, a historic moment, right? Prince William didn't just surprise us. He inspired all of us with his heartfelt tribute to Queen Elizabeth II. What are your thoughts on his speech and the shift in power within the royal family? Share your comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates. In a stunning moment, Prince William reshaped the vision for the future of the monarchy. Addressing millions of reporters and royal experts, he declared, "Our voices will ignite a new beginning, not by abandoning tradition, but by evolving it. The crown is not a relic, it is a living promise of service, and that promise belongs to the future." This powerful statement marked a decisive turning point for the royal family. Immediately after William turned to his daughter, Princess Charlotte, who always exuded surprising grace, despite her young age. In an unexpected gesture, he gently led Charlotte forward. Princess Charlotte will begin taking on official duties in the coming months. She will join her mother at events, learn the true meaning of service, and ultimately contribute to shaping a new vision for our family and our country, William announced, stunning the audience. The public's reaction was swift and astonished, not just because it was a historic moment, but because of the clear strategic message behind it. Princess Charlotte was not merely being positioned as a passive royal figure. She was being prepared to shoulder significant responsibilities, potentially on par with her brother George. Photos from the event quickly went viral, capturing Charlotte standing proudly behind her father. Her modest smile instantly melted hearts, especially across social media. This moment wasn't just about Charlotte. It was a reflection of William's vision to elevate his daughter's public role. He wasn't just acknowledging her potential, but also challenging the long-standing male dominance in royal power. While previous generations might have kept Charlotte in the background, William boldly brought her to the forefront. Beside him, Catherine exuded grace and composure, gently placing a hand on George's shoulder, a subtle reminder that this family was moving forward, united. As the public applauded and editorials praised the royal family's modern vision, the cheers resonated loudly. However, behind the palace walls, there was no tranquility. An underlying storm began to brew. While the world celebrated Princess Charlotte, there was one woman within the royal circle who saw only shadows: Camilla. The moment Princess Charlotte's name was mentioned, Camilla reportedly erupted in fury. Palace sources indicated she saw William's announcement as a direct threat to her legacy and King Charles's. "She's just a child. This is madness," Camilla reportedly exclaimed upon hearing of Charlotte's ascent. What's more, she viewed Charlotte's increasing influence as a challenge to her own authority within the royal family. For decades, Camilla had fought to redefine her image. From a figure scorned by the public to the king's wife, she endured intense media scrutiny, widespread animosity, and the shadow of past scandals. But as Charlotte's star began to rise, Camilla felt her power slipping away, a reality she found hard to accept. Though no longer directly involved, Princess Diana's presence still loomed over every royal decision. Camilla believed her own legacy was firmly established until a single speech by William and Catherine completely rewrote the narrative. In response, Camilla quickly called an emergency meeting with senior palace advisors. Some sources claim she confronted Charles, demanding he release a statement to restore order and reassert the royal hierarchy, but Charles reportedly refused. Tired and frustrated, he merely muttered, "Let it play out. It has already begun." Camilla now felt isolated. Her relationship with the princess and the steadfast guardian of royal traditions had changed, and with her dislike for public displays, she viewed William's statements as thoughtless and disrespectful toward his father. However, for the first time in years, Camilla and Catherine found common ground, not through friendship, but through shared opposition. Together, they aimed to rally senior palace officials, arguing that William's bold move could destabilize the monarchy's carefully constructed public image. But the tide had turned. Staff once loyal to Charles and Camilla began shifting their allegiance to William and Catherine. Foreign ambassadors, especially those with ties to Charlotte's lineage, began contacting Kensington instead of Clarence House. Major media outlets adjusted their tone, portraying William's family as the modern face of the monarchy. Meanwhile, Camilla's anger only intensified. A palace insider recalled her secretly pacing the palace corridors late at night, pounding on doors and making ignored demands, while the princess, calm and composed, retreated to her country retreat. But the truth was clear. The public had chosen a new royal family: William, Catherine, Charlotte, and George. While the media spotlight illuminated Princess Charlotte's ascent and William's bold declaration, few noticed the quiet strategic power play unfolding behind the scenes. Catherine, Princess of Wales, was praised for her natural grace, serene smile, and public elegance. Few knew she had spent years meticulously studying the internal fissures within the palace. Catherine had mastered the subtle rhythm of royal life, playing a long game with unmatched skill. Now her strategy was brilliantly unfolding. Catherine was more than just a wife or a mother. She had become the true architect shaping the future of the monarchy. While Camilla struggled to regain public affection, Catherine had captured genuine adoration. This wasn't a manufactured image, but love born from sincere moments. Every visit to a children's hospital, every shared laugh with an anxious child, and every warm moment with her own children radiated authenticity. This authenticity truly made the difference. Catherine became William's strongest ally, skillfully navigating the storm that erupted in the palace after his announcement. In the following days, Camilla was relentlessly persistent, but Catherine remained silent. When the queen consort confronted her, Catherine didn't respond. Her calm restraint spoke volumes, yet behind closed doors, she was far from passive. Every night she met with William to review public reactions, media coverage, and plan their next moves. Charles's loyal advisors began to gravitate towards William and Catherine. Impressed by the clarity of their vision, it was rumored that Catherine had quietly commissioned public surveys months earlier to gauge support for Charlotte's increasing role. The results showed overwhelming approval for the monarchy's new direction. This wasn't personal ambition, it was a carefully crafted strategy to secure a lasting legacy. Catherine understood that the monarchy couldn't survive by clinging to the past. It had to evolve to remain relevant. In Princess Charlotte, she saw more than just a daughter. She saw the embodiment of the crown's future, Diana's compassion and leadership, Elizabeth's wisdom, and Catherine's quiet strength. Her power wasn't inherited. It was forged through perseverance and proven capability. Catherine's ambition wasn't about glory or control. It was about ensuring stability and continuity for a monarchy her children would be proud to shape, not just inherit. Previously mocked for her middle-class origins, she had far surpassed the role of a ceremonial queen, content to stand in the background. She had become the true guardian of the monarchy's future, bringing profound change within the palace walls. As the dust settled, the most unexpected royal revelation in recent history came to light. The future of the monarchy is no longer speculation. Prince William, Princess Catherine, Princess Charlotte, and Prince George stepped forward proudly to show the world what lies ahead. Charlotte, calm and graceful, commanded headlines and captured hearts. Her natural grace and striking resemblance to Princess Diana and Queen Elizabeth are undeniable. Her new official duties marked a profound shift from a child to a vital pillar in the crown's next chapter. While Charlotte commanded the spotlight, George remained quiet but observant, displaying the composure of a future king. Despite his youth, his demeanor during the announcement hinted at his developing leadership capabilities. This isn't just about royal duties. It's about a family committed to leading the monarchy with authenticity and humility, not ego. Behind it all, William and Catherine stand firm as the quiet architects of a new royal era. Their presence doesn't just symbolize power, it sends a clear message. The future of the monarchy is no longer solely based on the throne or ancient lineage. One undeniable truth remains: the crown not only endures, but is being reborn, shaped by those who will carry it forward. And that's everything, folks. The royal family just rocked everyone with a shocking announcement about Camilla. What does this mean for the future of the monarchy? Will her influence still shape royal affairs, or is a new era truly beginning? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates from the royal world. Stay tuned. This story is just beginning.